Okay, so let's see how we work with custom items in the preliminary estimate. So custom items are basically where you enter items that you want to use, but the estimator doesn't calculate it for you. Um, so to start, let's just go through a quick example here. All you do is click the plus button, and I'll say that we have tape that I want to add, and say we want a quantity of 5. The unit will say our rolls, and we'll say it's $15 a roll. So it, as you can see, it updates the total for us. Let's say we want to add another item. I don't know. For this example, I can't think of anything, so we'll just say parging. Maybe there's some special parging. And we'll say there's 3 quantities, and the unit is, let's just say it's buckets. So let's say it's $10 a bucket. So let's say these are items that you're going to be using on a regular basis. So what you can do is save these as your default. So if you click Save as Default, it'll save it for you. So the next time you do a new estimate, you could load these defaults in and use them. So another thing you might notice is the columns are kind of squished. You can't see what's there very well. You could click on the columns and kind of manipulate it, move it around, but clicking the best fit button at the top fixes it for you pretty quickly. So the next time you run an estimate, you could load these default values in there. I'll give you an example. Instead of running a new estimate, we're just going to get rid of these, and then we'll load the default items. So it'll ask us if we want to append the items or not. If we say yes, it'll append it to whatever you had in here already. If you say no, it'll delete everything that was in here and load up only the default items. So we'll say no, and there you go, the values are in there. So let me do one more example for you. We'll get rid of these, and let's add in an item. Let's say, I don't know, special bracing. Let's say the quantity is 30, unit price is 40, or the unit is crate, and it's $100 a crate. So there you go. Now let's say you want to include your default items. You could go load default items and append it to it. So click yes, and it gets added to your special bracing. And you could go ahead and save this as a new default item. So that's how the default items work. Let's do one more. Just going to get rid of all these. Leave that special bracing in place. And we're going to load the default items, and this time we're not going to append it, so we'll click no. And as you can see, it got rid of the special bracing and just loaded the default items. So that's how you work with custom items. And again, it'll show up in your report. I'll just bring it up really quick. So if you go near the bottom of your report, custom items, you can see that it's added in there. So it does get automatically updated whenever you make changes. And that's the custom items. I think in the next video, we're going to go through viewing the reports.